What's up, guys? It's Meg Marie here. I was going to make a part 2 of the problematic YouTubers, but that was supposed to happen like 2 weeks ago, I believe. I was supposed to make it the next day and upload it, but the day after I uploaded my first part of the problematic YouTubers, we got our power shut off, so we didn't have that. And then when we finally did have the power on and I could have made the second part for last week, Clarence's daughter was here, and I was paying more attention to her than, making videos and stuff. So instead of going to do the problematic YouTubers, the second part, which I want to say real quick, I got distracted. And when I paused it, I forgot where I left off, and I kind of messed a part up. So next week, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be making the second part to that video. But today, folks, I am going to be talking about my favorite comedians. I got a lot of them. And I might have forgot to write down a few people, but I will get to it. So instead of doing a kind of serious video, I'm going to do a mukbang, however the heck you say it, and talk to you guys about my favorite comedians in just a lighthearted video. Some things have happened in my life that I need to deal with, but today's Tuesday, and I want to at least make the video and try to upload it. It probably won't be up until Wednesday morning, early, like midnight or 1 or whatever, knowing my phone and all that stuff. So my food is cooking at the moment. I'm going to do mukbang, like I said, mukbang, however you say it. So right now we're just waiting for my food to finish, and then it will be time. So I will be right back after I get my food. And I'm back. I've got fries, of course, and my chicken, and I also have ranch dressing to dip, and a cream soda from Big K, Kroger's. I'm still in Indiana, for now, at least. Okay, now, let's get on to what we're here for, shall we? Okay, so I'm sure you guys may agree, may disagree, that's okay. But this is my channel, and these are the ones I really like. Okay, my favorite comedian of all time, and I love a lot of comedians because I like to laugh, with my childhood and everything I went through. I've had enough, drama and tragedy in my life that I like to laugh, I also love musicals because, as everyone knows, music can help you cope with things, deal with things, and all that jazz. So we have ranch, and we have chicken and fries while we do this. I should have put a table closer to me, but I didn't. Okay, so you guys may agree, may not. There are comedians that I love out there. I don't agree with everything that they say, or like the jokes, all of them and stuff like that, because you can't like everybody. You can't like someone's everything. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Like, for example, say there's an artist, like a music artist, like Linkin Park or Stain, which isn't a group, I don't think, anymore, but Aaron Lewis was the lead singer or the main guy, how like you can like them, but not like everything that they do. Well, the same thing with comedians, same thing. Or actors or actresses or whatever. Okay, so my favorite comedian of all time, and I got a lot of them, so he's not the only one I love, is Christopher Titus. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he is freaking hilarious, okay? He had a show on Fox that got canceled, but it was a good show. It was funny, and it was based on his life for the most part. It was called Titus. It was on Fox. Hilarious show. And if you want to watch it, you can actually find it and watch the whole shebang all the seasons, all the episodes on YouTube. And I actually have a playlist that I saved that someone else had made. And I love that. So, like, if I don't have, like, a TV or something and I want to go to sleep to something and, like, my Netflix isn't working or something, I will literally go to my playlist on my YouTube and push the Titus Show. And it's all of them, like I said. And it's, like, for one episode, it's, like, 3 or 4 clips. But it's really funny. It's a really good show. I love it. All right, the next one. These are not in order, just so you know, just the Christopher Titus one. Okay. I love her. Her name is Kathleen Madigan. She's fucking hilarious. Yes, I said the F word because you know what? This is not a kid channel. My girls can watch other videos, but this one is not made for kids. So there you go. But it's a lighthearted still anyway. Okay, so I love Kathleen Madigan. And I also love Lewis Black, who I believe they're either best friends or just friends. They're really good friends. They're usually on the same, like, tour or whatever together. Another one I think is hilarious is Cat Williams. Oh my god, he is so funny. He uses the N-word a little bit too much because, you know, how, like, on TikTok you, like, do clips of, like, movies or TV shows or whatever. Well, I've always thought of doing Cat Williams, but I know how much he uses the N-word, and I'm white. I'm aware of what color I am. And I don't use racial slurs because I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't think it's right to use it in the first place. And I said that in my last video, the part 1 of the problematic YouTubers, which I didn't finish. And I will hopefully, fingers crossed, finish them next week. Okay, so I love Cat Williams, but I can't do all of his bits and junk. Not junk, but you know what I'm saying. On TikTok, it's not okay for me to do it. But I still love him anyway. Okay, Chris Rock, of course, love him. Always have. George Lopez, awesome. At least when he had his show, that he had a few Comedy Centrals like "Why You Crying" and all that stuff. I can't speak Spanish. I can't speak other languages, but I do like when other people do it and like they put it in like their bits or whatever. I think it's funny. And Gabriel Iglesias, love him. I think he's hilarious. He's the fluffy guy. Fluffy. I like his rank of how big you are, like fluffy, chubby, husky, damn, and stuff like that. Anyway, I think he is hilarious. And if you guys didn't already know, there is a show on Netflix. It's called Mr. Iglesias, and he plays a teacher. I believe it's history in that show, and it's a really good show too. I like it. Okay. Another one I love. He died, unfortunately. He was, for me, in the 80s and 90s. I believe he died in the 90s. Pretty sure. That would be John Candy. Oh my god, I loved him so much. Whatever role he was in. I loved him as Uncle Buck. I loved him in the movie Cool Runnings. You know. What else? He was in other movies too. I liked that movie Planes, Trains, Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy. That's another good movie. Let's see. I'm a big John Candy fan. And it bummed me out. Also, I did love Chris Farley. Another big guy who died too early, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. But I liked him too. I thought he was funny. David Spade is hilarious. I mean, he's like obnoxious hilarious and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Love him. Oh, another big guy who died, which is so sad. And he was kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial in his comedy, which was Ralphie May. I liked him. And John Pinton, I don't know how to say his last name. He was, I'm hungry. You know, he's really funny. If you don't know who these people are, you can look them up on YouTube or Google or wherever. And stuff. So it's really good. You should check him out. I think he died as well. John. I don't know how to say his last name. But I will try and link these people if I can. In the description below. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that. I still want to do that. Okay, so I don't get confused. We talked about Christopher Titus. We talked about Kathleen Madigan. Love her. Cat Williams. Also, we talked about Lewis Black. I should probably write that. I forgot to write his name before. But I love him. I think he's hilarious. There's this girl, this woman. I can't remember her name. She's on the show American Housewife, and she's hilarious. She plays in the movie Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. She plays the Renee Montoya's ex-girlfriend. She doesn't play a comedic role in that movie, but that's her. The one I'm talking about. I can't remember her name, but she is hilarious. She's more of the... You have to watch her. She's more like mean funny, haha. It's hard to explain, like sarcasm. She's like that. She's hilarious. We already talked about John Candy. Chris Rock we mentioned. George Lopez we mentioned. Adam Sandler. I think he's hilarious. I liked him better in the 90s, but I still think he's funny. So that's him. We already talked about John Candy. Kevin Hart. Hilarious. He is so funny. I saw to me, I don't know if it was his first special or not, but to me, for the first special that I ever saw was Grown Little Man. Hilarious. He's so funny. He's so short and so cute, but anyway, funny. Okay, Bill Engvall. Love him. I think he's hilarious. Okay, little story here. A little story time a little bit. Okay, first time I liked, Bill Engvall when he was on the Jeff Foxworthy show, the TV show, the sitcom. He was on other stuff too. But I didn't steal it. I borrowed without asking, and I did give it back for my sister Jamie. The CD she had of Dorkfish, and it was just a CD, obviously, that you just listened to. And I thought it was hilarious. So he won me over just listening to him. So he's one of my favorite comedians now. Another one named Bill is Billy Garnell. He was on the show Mike and Molly. He was Mike, obviously. Hilarious guy. I think he's very funny. There's also Kevin James. He played on King of Queens, and he's been in lots of other stuff too. Mall Cop, Paul Blart. Anyway, I think he's hilarious as well. So funny. Ron White. Love Ron White. He is hilarious. You can't fix stupid. Love him. Jeff Foxworthy. Another good one that I freaking love. I have listened to him since at least the 90s, if not before. Chris Tucker. The first time I saw Chris Tucker, who I think is hilarious, by the way, obviously he's one of my favorite comedians, I saw him in the movie Fifth Element. I wasn't sure if he was a girl or a dude at first, to be honest. Now I know, like I said before, I don't care if you are or not. I don't care. Okay. Oh, this one's sad. It's Robin Williams. He was one of my favorites too. I like his stand-up. I loved his movies, don't get me wrong, but I really liked his stand-up. It was more adult kind of thing. So I really liked him. I was really sad when he died. I was very sad. Christella. She had a show named Christella. Her name is Christella Arnold, I believe. Or something like that. She had a show on ABC. It was only like one season, I believe. And she was trying to become a lawyer. It was a really good show. I loved it. And then I saw her stand up. She is hilarious. I freaking love her so much. Okay, Christella. We got Christella. Now there's another Williams. His name is Brad Williams. He's, I don't know how to politically say this correctly. He's very short. He's smaller. I don't know how to do this politically correct thing, because I don't really, anyway. He's little but hilarious, he is so funny. Jeff Dunham, of course, with Peanut and Walter and Ahmed and Bubba J and Sweet Daddy D and all those characters. Love them. I think Jeff Dunham is hilarious. I haven't seen all of his specials because I just haven't, but I've seen a lot of them. So love him. He is hilarious. Steve Harvey. I think he is also hilarious. And some people agree with me, some people don't, and that's okay. We all have our own, our own, what's the word I'm looking for? Opinions of who we think is cool and who we don't think is cool and all that junk, Okay, now, I don't know if he's a stand-up comedian. I know he's an actor. And the first time I saw him, actually, it's a pretty funny story. First time I saw this actor was in the movie Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan Hart we are talking about Ryan Reynolds. He's one of my favorite actors. He's also one of my favorite comedians because he makes Deadpool Deadpool. It is not a kid-friendly movie. Don't think it is. Okay, so that's all the ones that I had written down. Let's talk about who else I love. It's comedians. Of course, we have the actors, wrong person, Melissa McCarthy. I think she's funny, but not in everything she's in, personally. I did like her in Mike and Molly. There's a girl, an actress, who you don't automatically love her. She's from SNL, but she's also on other stuff too, obviously, other movies and stuff. She's really funny. The first time I ever saw her, though, was in a movie with Melissa McCarthy. It was the girl version of Ghostbusters. The remake. That's when I first saw her, and I was like, oh, she's funny. And she's cute. She's a lesbian, which is pretty cool. Not that it matters, you know. Now here's a comedian I do like, but she's a little. That would be Ellen DeGeneres. I like her better when you don't see her. Does that make sense? I watched her show in the 90s. It was called Ellen. It was a sitcom. It was okay. It was okay. I like her best as Dory. I'm sorry. I do. And someone who I think doesn't get a lot of you kind of forget about her a little bit. And no, I'm not talking about Kathy Griffin, which I love her. I absolutely love her. And comedy is comedy, you know? You push the envelope. You do all that stuff. Moving on. I know it might not be the best, most popular choice to like her, but I do. I love Kathy Griffith. Or however you say her name. But not who I was talking about. Who was I talking about? I was just talking about. Shoot, sorry guys. This is part of being ADHD. I lose my train of thought. Who am I thinking of? It doesn't matter. So, those are my comedians that I wrote down that I like. But I do have more that I like. Her name is Kate something. She's on SNL. She's funny. I also love Monique. She's racy. Not like because she's... No. Her humor is, she says the F word, fuck, a lot. And she says, she just loves how it rolls off her tongue. And I think she's funny. There's other ones too that I think are funny, but I don't exactly know their names. Like, off the top of my head. I say a lot because I watch a lot of Peter Munn. Again, check him out. He is awesome. He might not be like your cup of tea or whatever, but give him a shot. If anything, check out his Peter Review Stuff channel. Because anyone could watch that and just like it. He talks a lot. And just like I talk a lot. You know, I don't always just get right into what I'm talking about. I tell you guys what's going on because I don't post every day. Because, well, I want you guys to want to watch my videos. And sometimes if you upload too much, then it could be a problem. But there are some people that post every single day. I want to be able to do that, but I don't have that much, you know, to talk about. I'm kind of boring. But anyway. I also love, you wouldn't think of him much as a comedian or stand-up comedian anyway. But I think he's hilarious. I think he's cute. I've always thought he was cute. When he was in the movie, well, the first time I saw him was in 3 Men and a Baby, Ted Danson. I think he's so cute. I loved him in the show Becker. He was funny. And it's more like, I don't know how to explain that humor. But I always liked the show Becker. I thought it was funny. And now he's on the show Mr. Mayor on Hulu. Well, that's where I watch it. I'm pretty sure it's on NBC. Don't quote me, but I think it's NBC. I'm pretty sure. I watch it on Hulu. I'm a little behind, though. Okay, so we talked about most of my favorite comedians. Some I can't remember their names. It doesn't mean I don't love them. And then I don't think they're funny. You know. Let's see. What else?
else? Who else? You know, I like Leah Remy. Is that her name? Remy? I think that's her name. I think she's hilarious. I don't know if you would consider RuPaul a comedian, but I do. And I think he is hilarious. Okay, when he's dressed in his drag, he's she. And when he's dressed as Ru, normal Ru, he's a he, I believe. I just know he's a drag queen. And I think he's hilarious. So, we want to talk about comedians and drag queens. Who I think is funny. I love Coco Chanel. Love her. I am subscribed to her on my YouTube. I also love Alyssa Edwards. Yeah. I'm a fan. I like those kind of movies. And I think Bianca is hilarious. I mean, she's more of the sarcastic kind of funny. And dry humor? Is that the right term for this kind of stuff? I'm not really sure. But I think she's funny too. I think a lot of drag queens are funny because that's how they start. Doing stand up. Obviously with drag shows and stuff. I don't know. But anywho, those are my favorites that I can remember. I think I should do my favorite actors and actresses in my next video, other than, except for the part 2 of the problematic YouTubers. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to do next. Well, thank you guys for, if you lasted this long, getting with me to the end. Yeah, I know I didn't eat very much. I'm eating it. I was talking more. I had fries. I just didn't eat chicken. I guess we could talk a little more, so you get some more mukbang. I did say it was going to be like a mukbang, but I was going to be talking more. Probably than eating. So, I have to make dinner for Clarence and myself for when he gets home. I'm going to make my rice meat thingy that he really likes. But, sorry. I'm going to be doing that part a little different. Normally I have it all in the microwave, but I have to make rice on the stove this time, so I'm going to give it a shot. I normally just make the frozen stuff. It's sticky rice, the Chinese food kind of style. And so, I got to make that. But I hope you guys made it to this far in the video. I know I said I was going to talk a little bit more, but I'm probably boring you guys already. So, please subscribe, subscribe, comment if you want a different kind of video. I have to do a video for a friend, actually. She asked for talking about something. Talk shows? Was that it? I think that was what she wanted. I'll let you guys know. And maybe, if you're lucky, I'll make another video tomorrow doing the second part to the YouTubers one. You know what? I think I will. As long as nothing happens to where I can't make it, plan on a video tomorrow. Wednesday. Love you guys. See you in the next video.